Welcome to Million Mile Microscope, your portal to the mysteries of the universe and beyond. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's sending shivers down the spines of scientists and sparking countless debates: the potential for a catastrophic solar storm in 2025. Now, before you hit the panic button, let me assure you, the purpose of this video isn't to instill fear. Instead, we're here to unravel the science, separate fact from fiction, and most importantly, equip you with the knowledge you need to understand the potential challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. So, if you're ready to explore the awe-inspiring power of our sun and its potential impact on our planet, buckle up and hit that subscribe button because things are about to get very interesting. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. After all, we're all in this together. Imagine a world plunged into darkness, not by night, but by a force beyond our control, a force that strikes without warning, leaving us scrambling in its wake, a force so powerful it could cripple our modern way of life in an instant, bringing everything to a standstill. That, my friends, is the potential reality of a massive solar storm, a cosmic event that could send shockwaves through our technological infrastructure. We're talking widespread power outages, communication blackouts, transportation systems grinding to a halt. Imagine the chaos that would ensue, the very fabric of our interconnected world torn apart by a surge of energy from our very own sun. Our reliance on technology would become our greatest vulnerability. Picture this: your phone goes dead, not because of a drained battery, but because the network is fried. No calls, no messages, no internet. Your GPS is useless, satellites spinning out of control. Navigation systems, which we take for granted, rendered ineffective. ATMs shut down, banks unable to operate. Financial transactions come to a grinding halt, leaving people without access to their money. Hospitals relying on backup generators pushed to their limits, critical medical equipment failing, putting lives at risk, emergency services struggling to coordinate, cut off from the tools they rely on. The response to crises becomes disjointed and ineffective. It's a recipe for chaos, a scenario that could test the very core of our societal structure. The thin veneer of order could quickly dissolve. The potential for panic and social unrest is very real. Fear and uncertainty can drive people to desperate measures. When people lose access to basic necessities, when fear and uncertainty grip entire communities, the consequences can be devastating. Scarcity can lead to conflict. Looting, riots, a breakdown of law and order. These are not mere possibilities but potential outcomes that we, as a society, need to be prepared for. The social fabric could unravel. But here's the thing, my friends. Knowledge is power. Awareness and preparation can make all the difference. By understanding the risks, by acknowledging the potential consequences, we empower ourselves to prepare, to adapt, and to mitigate the impact of such an event. Preparedness can save lives. This isn't about living in fear, it's about facing reality head-on, about having open and honest conversations about the challenges that lie ahead. It's about resilience. And it's about working together as a global community to find solutions, to build resilience, and to ensure our collective survival. Together, we can overcome any challenge. The economic fallout from a major solar storm wouldn't be a recession, my friends. It would be a global meltdown, the likes of which we've never seen before. We're talking trillions of dollars wiped out, businesses collapsing, and economies spiraling into chaos. The financial markets would be in turmoil, and the ripple effects would be felt in every corner of the globe. Remember the interconnected world I mentioned earlier? The one that relies on seamless communication and transportation networks? Well, that intricate web of connections would be severely disrupted. A solar storm could sever those connections, bringing global trade to a screeching halt. Cargo ships would be left stranded, and communication lines would be cut, isolating countries and regions. Imagine cargo ships stranded at sea, unable to navigate without GPS. The maritime industry would be paralyzed and the flow of goods would come to a standstill. Imagine factories shutting down, their supply chains disrupted, their production lines silenced. The manufacturing sector would grind to a halt, leading to shortages of essential goods. Imagine financial markets in freefall, investors panicking, and currencies losing their value overnight. The economic stability we've come to rely on would be shattered. The economic engine that drives our world would seize up, leaving behind a trail of devastation that could take decades to recover from. The impact would be felt across all sectors and industries. Governments would be forced to take unprecedented measures, printing money, nationalizing industries, and implementing strict rationing programs. These actions, while necessary, would come with their own set of challenges. The gap between the rich and the poor would widen, as those with resources hoard supplies, and those without struggle to survive. Economic inequality would become even more pronounced. It's a bleak picture, I know, but it's a picture we need to paint if we're going to be prepared. Understanding the potential impact is the first step towards building resilience. The good news is that, unlike other potential global catastrophes, a solar storm wouldn't necessarily spell the end of civilization as we know it. There is hope for recovery and rebuilding. It would be a major setback, yes, but it's a setback we can recover from. With the right strategies and cooperation, we can rebuild stronger and more resilient economies. The key is to start preparing now, to invest in resilient infrastructure, to diversify our supply chains, and to create robust early warning systems. Proactive measures can make all the difference. By taking action today, we can mitigate the economic impact of a solar storm and ensure a faster and more equitable recovery. The future depends on the steps we take now. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds terrifying, but what can we actually do about it? How can we protect ourselves and our communities from such a formidable threat? Well, my friends, the good news is that we're not powerless in the face of this cosmic threat. There are measures we can take to safeguard our world. There are concrete steps we can take, both individually and collectively, to prepare for and mitigate the impact of a major solar storm. It's all about being proactive and informed. First and foremost, we need to invest in infrastructure that's resilient to electromagnetic pulses, or EMPs, which are essentially bursts of electromagnetic energy that can fry electronic circuits. This is a critical step in protecting our technology. This means hardening our power grids, protecting our communication networks, and ensuring that our essential services remain operational, and developing backup systems that can kick in when the primary systems fail. These backups are our safety nets in times of crisis. Think of it like building a fortress for our technology, shielding it from the sun's wrath. This fortress is our first line of defense. Second, we need to improve our space weather forecasting capabilities. Accurate predictions can make a world of difference. Just like we track hurricanes and earthquakes here on Earth, we need to get better at predicting solar storms so we have more time to prepare. Early warnings can save lives and resources. We need to get better at predicting solar storms so we have more time to prepare. This involves using advanced technology and data analysis. This means investing in research, developing more sophisticated models, and collaborating with international space agencies, and launching new satellites that can monitor the sun's activity more closely. Early warning is key. The more data we have, the better our predictions will be. The more time we have to prepare, the better we can protect our critical infrastructure and minimize the disruption to our lives. Preparation is our best defense. Third, we need to raise awareness about the threat of solar storms and educate the public about what they can do to prepare. Knowledge and community engagement are vital. This includes things like having a plan for power outages, storing essential supplies, and ensuring that everyone knows what to do in an emergency, and knowing how to communicate without relying on technology. Remember, knowledge is power. Simple preparations can make a huge difference. The more people understand the risks, the better prepared we'll be as a society. Together, we can build a resilient future. My friends, the threat of a major solar storm is real, but it's not insurmountable. By taking action now, by investing in preparedness and mitigation strategies, we can protect ourselves, our communities, and our way of life. This isn't just the responsibility of governments or scientists, it's a collective responsibility that falls on each and every one of us. So what can you do? First, share this video, spread the word about the potential threat of solar storms and the need for preparedness. The more people who are aware, the more likely we are to see real action. Second, contact your elected officials. Urge them to support increased funding for space weather research, infrastructure hardening, and public education campaigns. Let them know that this is an issue that matters to you, that affects us all. Third, get prepared yourself. Develop a plan for your household, stock up on essential supplies, and learn how to cope with power outages and other disruptions. Remember, knowledge is power, and preparation is key. By working together, by raising our voices, and by taking action, we can face this challenge head-on and build a more resilient future for ourselves and for generations to come. Now, even with the most advanced technology and the most comprehensive preparedness plans, the truth is, the future remains uncertain. We can't predict with 100% certainty when or where a major solar storm will hit, or how severe it will be. The sun, that life-giving star that sustains us, also holds the power to disrupt our lives in ways we can only begin to imagine. But that uncertainty shouldn't paralyze us, it should galvanize us. It should inspire us to push the boundaries of science, to explore new frontiers of knowledge, and to work together to find solutions to the challenges that lie ahead. The year 2025 may seem far off, but, in the grand scheme of things, it's right around the corner. The time to act is now. We need to continue to invest in research, to develop new technologies, and to build a more resilient and sustainable future. And we need to do it together. This isn't just a challenge for one nation or one continent, it's a global challenge that requires a global response. So, let's embrace the unknown, let's face the future with courage and determination, and let's work together to ensure that humanity is ready for whatever the cosmos throws our way. As we've explored in this video, the sun, the very source of life on Earth, also holds the potential to disrupt our world in profound ways. But rather than succumbing to fear, let's use this knowledge as a catalyst for action. Let's work together to prepare for the possibility of a major solar storm and build a more resilient future for all. If you found this exploration of the sun's power and its potential impact on our planet insightful, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Million Mile Microscope for more thought-provoking content. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And most importantly, share your thoughts in the comments below. What steps do you think we should prioritize to prepare for a potential solar storm? Let's keep the conversation going and work together to ensure a brighter future for humanity.